Welcome to the July-August 2016 episode of Access SCC. In this episode, we'll take a look at a useful tutorial for editing a multicam shoot in Final Cut Pro, as well as some promos for summer events.
We'll also recap the May Producers Club and sit down with Bob Zick of the show
Insight
and our producer spotlight. Stay tuned. Access SCC starts right now. An easy trick to make your show more interesting is to use more angles. One way to do this is by checking out more than one camera for an interview or anytime you want multiple synchronous angles of the same subject. We'll show you how to use multicam. It's as easy as... Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to do a multicam edit in Final Cut Pro 7. So the first thing you're going to need for doing a multicam edit is multiple cameras. So today we've got 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're also going to need a point to sync all of your clips. It's as easy as taking just a clap. So now I'm also going to show you guys how to make a peanut butter sandwich. More importantly, I'm going to show you guys how to make a peanut butter sandwich. Making a peanut butter sandwich, you're going to need bread, you're going to need peanut butter, and you're going to need a blade. So what I like to do is to lay my bread straight out in front of me. I'll take the lid off the peanut butter, take a nice gob of it on the knife, spread it from right to left. Just do that repeatedly until I get all the corners completely covered in peanut butter. It's not a race. You don't have to go as fast as you can. It's about getting the quality sandwich. After you have your entire slice covered, take your second slice from beneath, just lay it right on top, and just do one slice right down the middle to cut it in half. And then, after that, you should have a sandwich and 3 clips to edit. Alright, so now we're going to want to log and transfer our clips. So I know that my last take is my best take, so I'm just going to use that as my example. What I'm going to do is change the name. I'll call it wide angle clip number 4. Angle, capital A. And then I'm going to be sure to set an angle. Final Cut needs this for making a multi-clip. So I'm going to just call all my wide angle clips angle 1. Then I would drag this on down and start the transfer. I'm not actually going to transfer because I already did that. I'm going to close out of this. You guys will actually have to let it transfer. I'm not going to for right now. And like I was saying earlier, I know my best take is the last take. So I'd go through all of these, double select it, change my in point back to the beginning. I'm going to make sure I set my in point or my sync point, which will be my in point in this case, as the clap that I did in the video. So I'm going to be able to watch right for when my hands come together. Should be able to see it. Tried to keep it in the view of all of the cameras. So that one's it right there. I'm going to set my in point, and then I'm going to do that with the other 2 cameras I used as well. I actually already did it, believe it or not. So then what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to select all 3 of my cameras that are the same take, just the 3 different angles. And I'm going to go modify, make multi-clip. And then I want to make sure that it says synchronize using in points. I don't want the out points or the time code because I set my clap as an in point. So that's my sync point, and that's what I'm going to synchronize using. Okay. Now I'm going to name my new clip up in the browser window. Let's just call it multi-clip example. Boom. All right, so now let's go ahead and drag my multi-clip example down onto the timeline. Switch over to the selection tool, double click on my multi-clip, and then in the viewer under the video tab in the playhead sync drop down menu, that's this middle one, I'm going to select open. Then in the playhead sync drop down menu again, I'm going to select video plus audio, and I set my microphone up on my 3rd angle, my wide angle. I know I said earlier in the log and transfer that that was my angle 1, but it's actually my 3rd angle. So I'm going to select that because that's where my best audio is. Then once again in the playhead sync menu, drop down menu, I'm going to go back and choose just video. And now I can go through my entire clip and just play it through, and in real time I'm going to be able to make cuts. So I'll be able to do basically the same style of switching that you could do in the studio. I'm going to be able to do those cuts real time, but then if I make a mistake, say I make too fast of cuts, I can go back in. After I pause, it'll make all of the cuts down on my timeline. I can go back in and change my cuts and make edits to my entire project. So it's almost like working in the studio, but it's also a bit more flexible. So I really recommend that you guys give it a try. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by the studio or give us a call at 651-747-3830.
Hey everyone, Ted here with TED Talks, catching you up with all things Suburban Community Channels. Now first things first, an update for all of you regarding applications for a 2017 series time slot. Yeah, I said 2017. Now if you're a current 2016 series time slot holder for channels 14 or 15, or if you're one of the many desiring a series time slot, this is a heads up about the upcoming series time slot lottery. Yes, the lottery. Now the series time slot lottery application process will roll out Tuesday, September 6th. Now any resident of the RWSCC cable service territory is eligible for an SCC series time slot. Now anyone desiring a time slot will need to complete and submit a time slot lottery application form by 6 p.m. on Saturday, September 24th, 2016. SCC's time slot forms and time slots will be available and allocated via the infamous SCC time slot lottery on Monday, September 26th. Now again, SCC time slot and lottery compliance forms will be available at SCC Community Media Center and also available for download at our website, scctv.org, and they'll be available on Tuesday, September 6th, so keep your eyes out. Now file this under lots of fun. We'll be having a special announcement this summer about a real fun event for everyone here at SCC. Now how is that for a first-time tease? More information to follow. Now lastly, catch the SCC gang at local municipal parades this summer. Full information is available from our newsletter and from a friendly SCC staff member. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact that same friendly SCC staff person at 651-747-3830. I'm Ted, this is SCC, and I'm done talking.
If you're familiar with the programming on Channel 15, then you're likely familiar with a producer named Bob Zick. Bob is the face behind the show Inside Insight, which can be seen on Channel 15 live at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday nights. In our producer spotlight, we had a little chat with Bob about his show.
Good evening, I am Bob Zick, Inside Insight News Hour, 8:30 to 9:30 on Wednesday evening. Welcome to Inside Insight, and I am your host, Bob Zick. We have done the show for 20 plus years, and it goes to approximately 50 cities, simulcast through the Roseville system, the St. Paul system, and replays in other areas through public access television, and it's also on the World Wide Web at bobzick.com. We have always done the show here at Suburban Community Channels, even though St. Paul Neighborhood Network tried to entice us away. They carry the show, simulcast it, but we decided that we would not do the show out of their studio, but continue doing it out of Suburban Community Channels. What we like about the Suburban Community Channels is the fact that it's easy to access. The equipment, the staff, everything is top-notch. St. Paul has Neighborhood Network has been in flux. They just moved from downtown out off of 94, and I believe it's by Raymond, and they're Creighton Vandalia is where they moved, and they're still trying to get set up, and it just doesn't have the smooth operation that we have over here at SCC. The reason I like to do the show is to be able to focus on what government is doing to us, especially local government, school boards, city councils, the state, the county, and we even will talk about some of the national issues, but predominantly local issues. And it's amazing how many people don't have the time to get involved the way we are, and the people that contribute to this show. It gives us an opportunity to let people see firsthand what their government is doing. Well, I believe that because of our 20 plus years track record, that there's no reason that it won't continue, that the people that have become involved in the show, contributing to the show, will continue to do that. The show can be seen on the public access channels of Suburban Community Channels, Ramsey Washington Cable Commission, Wednesday night, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., St. Paul, 8:30 to 9:30 Wednesday night. The Roseville system, 8:30 to 9:30 Wednesday night. And the other areas like Valley Access, it's in replay. Inver Grove, it's in replay. And on the web, bobzick.com, it's anytime. I appreciate all the people that watch the show because we do it live. I especially appreciate the people that call in with their questions and comments. That's the beauty of doing a live show and being able to simulcast it, because not only the people from the Ramsey, Washington viewing area, but the people in the Roseville area and the St. Paul area also can call into the show. And it's a media that I don't fully understand why Comcast doesn't market public access television, because they have something that nobody else has. And to me, it's a gem that isn't being completely taken advantage of.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane!
Yes, it's
Bob Zick.
strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
Our last Producers Club in May covered the topic of shooting outdoors. We talked about tips for shooting in all kinds of weather and demoed some equipment we have available here at SCC. You can check out the full video from our media library or find it on our YouTube channel. Until then, here's a recap. Like I said, this is shooting outdoors. The first hour or so will be in here, and then we'll head outside to demo a few things. So let's jump right into it. So shooting in the sun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all okay.
Can everybody see that? Can they
Yeah.
read it and stuff? Okay.
Okay.
So depending on the type of shot that you're going for, you'll want to be aware of where you place your subject. Generally, when you're shooting outside on a bright sunny day, you're usually going to want the sun facing your subject, so the sun would be at your back. That's going to give you the most even lighting on your subject. So usually you'd want to shoot either like a little bit earlier in the day, maybe like mid-morning, or like kind of more towards the afternoon, evening, because if you have direct sun above them, you're going to have like a lot of harsh shadows and things on their face. And I'll go over some tips that you can do to kind of eliminate some of those shadows if you are in that situation. But generally, the main rule of thumb is just if you're shooting outside on a bright sunny day, you want the sun facing your subject. If you do want to go for a dramatic sunset shot, a backlit shot, you can place the subject between you and the sun. A little tip, the best time to do this shot is when the sun is at a 45-degree angle in the sky. If the sun is too low, then it's going to shine into the camera lens, creating a lens flare and reducing the contrast. You can see in the image there that there is a lens flare, but it looks like they purposely were going for this type of shot. If the sun is too low like that and you don't want a lens flare, you would want to block the sun somehow, either like put your subject like directly in front of the sun, or have it somehow blocked by like a building or something like that maybe. But then you're not getting that dramatic backlit shot. If the sun is too high and falls too much on their shoulders and head, then again it's going to create, it will fall too much on their shoulders and head, and it's going to create shadows, or shadows in their eyes and under their chin, things like that. So this is one thing that you can do to help eliminate some shadows. There's reflector kits. We have 2 different kits that you can check out at SCC. This is one of them right here, and we will demo this outside, but basically it's got a reflector in there that has a gold side and a silver side, so it can create 2 different like kind of tones of light that you can reflect on your subject. And then there's also a diffuser in there that you can use to block out light. And I'll go over that a little more in a little bit. You could also use a white building. If you happen to be near a building that's like all white, you could use that as a reflector to reflect light and fill in those harsh shadows. You can see in that picture there's the person on the camera to the far right, and then they have someone pretty much right next to the camera holding that reflector and shining that light up onto their subject. Well, we're ending this show on a sad note. After a year here in public access, Brandon is leaving us. By the time you all see this segment, he'll actually already be gone. So hopefully you had a chance to say goodbye to him before he's out of here. But we wanted to sit down with Brandon and reflect on his time here at SCC. So let me start with my first question. What is your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I have no clue.
I think they're twins. Gemini's twins, or I have no clue. I don't follow the astrological symbols.
Well, moving on to my next question anyway. What is your favorite thing to do ever?
I like to take pictures and to skateboard, so I'd say taking pictures is probably first. Skateboarding would be second.
Very good, very good. What is your favorite alcoholic drink?
I like McGolden. It's my favorite kind of beer.
Gross.
What do you mean, man? It's the champagne of beers. It says right on there.
That's true. I guess I'm a craft beersman myself.
Yeah, see, I don't like craft beer.
Yeah.
Anything that I like light beer. If it's too dark, it's just not good. Gives me gut rot.
That's true. It does mess with my gut. Well, I actually don't have, there's nothing here. So, in all seriousness, it was a good year with you here. It wasn't a super long time, but it was nice to have you here, and I know that this place benefited from having you here, and we're going to miss you around here a lot. Do you have any favorite memories from the past year?
I had a lot of fun at ACM, going and just being down in LA and learning more about community media and seeing how I could help this place more. And I mean, we got some great ideas from that. Like that's where game night kind of came from, and yeah, I don't know. I've had just a ton of good ones. I think that one kind of tops the charts, though.
All right. Anything you're gonna miss about working here?
Everything. Yeah, this is a great place to work. So it's sad that I'm leaving, but you got to do what you got to do. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. We wish you all the best of luck in your future, of course. And
Thank you.
like I said, we're going to miss you around here. And normally at this point we look at a slideshow, but we only have like a handful of pictures of you, so we'll just say our goodbyes and thanks again for your hard work and everything, and good luck.
Yeah, well, I've loved working here, so it's sad to leave, but it's a welcome new adventure. So
yeah, well,
I'll be sure to stop by from time to time.
We hope you do. Thanks, man.
Yep. So.
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind, all they are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Just in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away. No, your money won't another minute buy. Just in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. The wind.
That's all we have for you in our July-August Access SCC. You can learn more about all we have to offer by visiting our website and stay up to date with news and events by following SCC on our social media pages.
Sign up for classes and events by visiting the studio or giving us a call. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. As well as make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just kidding. Yeah, I had like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And demoed some equipment we have at
So that is a peanut butter sandwich.